all, we see different types of houses in our neighborhood. When we travel to other places, we can see more variety. People live in different houses depending upon the climate of the place, materials available, and the resources. Houses vary from region to region. In rural areas, people live in kucha houses. These are temporary houses made up of mud, straw, bamboo, grass, etc. These houses are weak houses and cannot withstand strong winds and rains. Nowadays, pakka houses are also made in villages. In cities and urban areas, people live in pakka houses. These are permanent houses made up of bricks, cement, tiles, marbles, stones, metals, etc. These are strong houses and can withstand strong winds and heavy rains. Some of the common pakka houses found in cities are given below. Do you know? Some people live in slums and make houses of cheap materials like plastic, plywood, tin sheets, asbestos, etc. Shelters according to climate. Houses in cold areas. Houses in the hills are made up of wood and have sloping roofs so that the rainwater and snow slide off easily. In the Arctic region, where the land is always covered with snow, people build houses of snow. These houses are called igloos, and the people who live in these houses are called Eskimos or Inuits. Houses in hot areas. Houses in hot areas usually have thick walls, high ceiling, and flat roofs. Houses in rainy areas. Special houses called stilt houses are made in areas where it rains a lot. These are houses that are constructed on raised platforms, few feet above the ground. These houses have a ladder to go up. Houses in earthquake-prone areas. In earthquake-prone areas, houses are mostly wooden because during an earthquake, if it collapses, it would not cause much damage. Some other houses. Tents are used by people who move from one place to another. Tents can be easily carried and fixed anywhere. Caravans are used by people who are constantly moving from one place to another. Houseboats are floating houses built on boats. Neighborhood. In every place, many families live close to one another and form a neighborhood. People who live in a neighborhood are called neighbors. They depend on each other for various needs. People in a neighborhood share some common facilities like parks, schools, hospitals, roads, and markets. It is the responsibility of every person to maintain these facilities and keep the neighborhood clean. Advantages of living together. There are several advantages of living together. A few of these are listed below. People exchange ideas and beliefs with each other. It provides opportunities to find a livelihood. It provides moral support and security. It provides support to elderly people as well as children. People meet each other on different festivals and enjoy themselves. Social nature of animals. Ants and honeybees are animals that exhibit social nature. They live in groups, colonies, and follow division of labor. That is why they are called social insects. Ants. An ant colony consists of underground nests with chambers connected to each other by tunnels. They divide their work amongst the members of their colony. There are three kinds of ants: queen ants, male ants, and female worker ants. Queen ant is a large female ant that lays eggs, and the worker ants look after the eggs and also find food. Male ants are winged ants, which just help the queen to produce eggs and then die. Most ants make nests in the soil. Ants may build a hill of mud over the entrance of their underground nest. This is called an ant hill. Honeybees. Honeybees live in a nest called hive. It is home to approximately 50,000 bees. Bees are of three kinds: queen bees, Male bees and female worker bees. The queen bee lays eggs. The male bees help the queen bee to reproduce. The worker bees collect nectar from flowers and store it in the combs of the beehive. They also feed the young ones and defend them from enemies. So, we can say that some insects also prefer to live in colonies and work collectively, just like humans. Do you know? Male bees are called drones.